Hey, what's up you guys? Have you guys ever wanted to work for Walt Disney World in entertainment, but for some reason you don't know how, or you don't know how to audition, or you don't know what the audition process is like? Well, this is the video for you, because I'm going to explain step by step on how to pass the Disney World audition successfully. Down the line of things that I know to be true at the Walt Disney World auditions that they normally do, and how I actually pass the Disney World auditions. Now guys, I will let you know that these tips and tricks I'm going to tell you guys today does not guarantee that you are going to actually make it through. By the end of the day, it is up to the casting director whether you are the best dancer there, whether you're the best animator there, whether you're the best person there in general, whether you're the worst person there in general. You still could be picked for a role, and even if you're the best person and you made it all the way to the last round, you still cannot get the role. It's all up to what casting wants at that point. But these are going to be tips and tricks that is going to make you, you know, succeed at the audition and at least make it through all the rounds. So here we go. Let's get started.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me. Level up, 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 level up. All this song.
Doing a Disney World audition is going to be one of the easiest things you ever do. So just take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this together. So the first things first is to find the right audition for you. So when I was first auditioning, you could be 16 years old and audition. And so I was. I actually was in 10th grade when I first started auditioning for the Walt Disney World Company & Co. Resort and Spa. And the thing about it is that the auditions used to not be descriptive. It used to not say exactly what they were looking for. It would just be a huge catacall, and so like 800 people would show up to auditions not knowing what they were looking for, and then seem very disappointed when they would get cut based on not their ability to, you know, perform, but their ability to, you know, the chance of they're not going to get the job because they are not what they are looking for at that time. So then Disney started to get very specific. Hey, we're only looking for this height range. Hey, we're only looking for this type of build. Hey, for so many, they have auditions for so many things. So they can audition for cruise line, for different specific things that they need at Walt Disney World, or Alani, or any one of their properties that Disney has. Just make sure that you're finding the right audition for you. Alright, so the next thing on the list, so after you find your audition, after you locate it, and don't be afraid to travel. See, I lived in Greenville, South Carolina, and I would travel all the time to Florida, 7 hours. If you really want something, this is gonna be into my next one, which is gonna be a change your mindset. If you really want something, go for it. There's so many people that have come up to me and said, hey, well, I didn't make it in entertainment because, you know, I couldn't make, you know, the drive. And I said, well, how long was the drive? Oh, it was 2 hours. And I was like, 2 hours? Well, you know, I was driving 7 hours every single time because I wanted it. Just, if you want to audition, make it work. Drive out there. Or find an audition that's closer to you. Make a trip out of it. Do something. Just get to the audition and show the best you. Alright, so we're going to go to the second point. And the second point that I wrote down here in my notes is going to be, what is your mindset? Find your mindset for the reason why you're auditioning for Disney. And this is such an important one because this is something that I struggle with even to this day as I'm still in this company, because I'm still learning and I'm still evolving. Your mindset is one of the biggest things that can affect your time here if you do get the job, and it can affect your audition and your auditioning process if you're going to continue to audition if you don't get the role the first time. Audition, this is for anything you do in life, but find the reason why you want to audition. If this is your first time ever auditioning, don't ever be scared. Don't be scared. This is such an amazing opportunity. Your mindset, like, there are people that show up to the audition and say, well, my girl, you know, I don't really know, I don't dance, I don't do any, I don't act, I don't sing, I can't do it. And I'm like, okay, well, if your mindset's that you can't do it, then you won't do it. If you go in there with such a clean, like, clear-headed mindset and go into any audition with a, you know, mindset, you know, I can do this. This is my goal. You know, if you go into it with those type of mindsets, then you're going to succeed at the audition. You're going to have a good time. And if you don't make it, like I said, you're gonna have a great time. And every audition is a great experience. So that was the one big thing that I wish I could tell myself a long time ago getting into this, because my mindset, I wish someone would have told me this, because my mindset, like I said, was on so many other things in the company, and when I got here, I felt like, you know, oh well, that's not what I was told. That's not what I thought I was gonna be doing. That's not what, you know what I'm saying? So, or when, you know, I auditioned for I did 13 auditions. So when I did those 13 auditions, my mindset was, well, what's going on? Why am I doing, you know what I'm saying? So like, it wasn't a positive, you know, mindset. So figure out your mindset on why you wanna audition for Disney. Like, what are your, like, figure out what are your goals, and then go for them. All right, so that was, all right, guys, so as I'm looking at the checklist, we're gonna go over Disney myths. Ooh, Disney myths. All right, so there's so many myths out there about the Disney World auditions and what they're looking for, the casting director and everything. Don't go there just worrying about what the casting directors are looking for. Go there, just be you. Don't worry about what they're doing, what the casting directors are doing. Just be you. The first Disney myth that I hear a lot is that, oh, girls, you know, you can't be wearing a lot of makeup, you can't be, you know, you have to have your hair pulled back, you have to wear a certain color, you have to, you know, your hair has to be a certain way. My years of experience at Disney, which has not been a lot, but I've done so many auditions through over the years, 7 years of auditioning, they will pick anybody that they want regardless of hair, tattoos, you know, piercings, makeup, like, make yourself as comfortable as you can at that audition. If you want to wear gloves and makeup because that's what makes you comfortable, baby, then you better put those gloves and makeup on, and you better say, I'm about to do this 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no reason why you should be watching a video on YouTube of people saying, you know, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, and then you click later in their video and it's like, well, I didn't make the first cut, and it's like, well, dang, well, you were too busy telling everybody what else to do. You know, that's a Disney myth. There's so many other Disney myths out there about the audition that I can't even think about at this point, but don't just go into the audition with whatever you wear. Like, I would tell you, like, when I first did a video like this, I was telling people, well, don't wear makeup, you know, don't wear a lot of makeup. Guys wear, you know, like, a wife beater, wear this. I've literally seen people in full-blown suits, guys in full-blown suits make it and are now working at Disney. I've seen people in jeans, their Sunday shoes, heels, this, that. Go in whatever makes you comfortable. However, Disney does have guidelines that they do want you to follow, and that will be listed on the actual audition page that you guys looked up to actually go to the audition. But at the end of the day, if you hear a Disney myth, like, oh, well, I heard, do you, boo-boo. Do you, and make it work at the end of the day, because you are gonna slay this audition. The next thing is learn how to stretch. All right, so when you have watched a lot of DCP vlogs or Disney audition vlogs, a lot of people talk about, oh, well, there was that person over there and they were stretching and
most relaxed atmospheres.
For someone that doesn't come from that background, never auditioned before.
They were like doing kickball changes and like they were doing splits and jumps in the rooms, and like we were like, what are you doing? Like, that's literally how like everyone talks on their channels. Like what are you doing? Like, why are you doing stretches? Like, it's just a stupid audition. And it's like, no, these are people that have been trained in dance, trained in musical theater, trained in something, and they have always known to stretch. And this is for you as well, because this happened to me because I am a dancer, I am a performer, but when I was auditioning for those years, I never was stretching before any of the auditions. And that's something that I think everyone should do. If you go to any audition, stretch, do the stretches, and don't worry about how stupid you feel, it's how your body feels. Stretch, 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 because what would happen is that I would do a 7-hour audition at Disney, and the next day I couldn't even stand up because my body was not used to doing all those movements that they had me do. My body was never used to doing all those things. And so you need to stretch in the beginning of every audition that you do. Be very elongated. You can, present, you can give us an arm burst, you can give us something, and you're not gonna hurt yourself, you're not gonna injure yourself. Safety first, you guys. All right, so we're gonna jump into the audition. What happens at the audition? Now you're finally here, you made it to the moment, you've set your mindset, you got your clothes, you've watched the videos, you're not worried about everybody else, you get there, you're making friends. So what happens when you first walk into the door? So when you first walk into the door, you're going to stand in a huge line, and then
sign in. And at our registration desk, fill out the appropriate paperwork.
And then you're gonna go to a table and you're gonna register. Now, you don't have to pre-register for Disney. They don't need a headshot or they don't need a resume, because right there, they're going to ask you to type your number or type your name into the computer, which is gonna come up with a number, and then you're gonna take a photo there at the facility, and then it's gonna go into your mobile site. After everyone's done that in the room, they're gonna give out a huge speech. Now, this is one of the best parts about Disney auditions, I think, that Disney does, that the casting director actually comes out and she reaches out to you guys, or he reaches out to you guys and makes you feel so like in the beginning, like I said, like the breath, they make you feel so comfortable, because they sit there and they tell you exactly what they're looking for. They tell you exactly what they're going to do at the audition. They give you their personal, their personal story on how they even got into the company, and then just expectations. And they tell you at the audition, don't worry about this, even if you guys don't make it, have fun. This audition is just having fun. If this is your first time even auditioning, what a great audition to go to for your very first time. Have a lot of fun. So they're giving you a huge speech about that, and then you're gonna have a number. Let's just say you're number 101, and then so they're gonna call maybe 50 to 101, and then all those people that are 50 101, they're gonna stand up, they're gonna take their belongings, and they're gonna move into the next room. Once you get into the next room, and the other people are just gonna be sitting there chilling, so you can just talk to your friends. Once you get into the next room, this all depends on the audition and the location as are in. I personally don't know what they're going to do, but this is how it was for me. They are going to sit there, the choreographer is going to, or the maintenance choreographer is going to say, hey guys, how are you guys doing? And then they're gonna teach you a very, very easy combination. Now this is the first combination. Whoa, 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 you want me to dance? I don't know how to dance. Guys, it's perfectly fine. They say to me, oh, well, I'm not a dancer, I'm not a dancer, I'm not a dancer, I'm not a dancer. Hey, I'm not a dancer. Hey, I'm not a dancer. Hey. Like, we get it, you're not a dancer. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You're not a dancer. But they were going to teach you a dance combination. It's very, very, very simple. And I'm going to show you it now, only for the simple fact that all the information that I'm giving you today, Disney has already posted a YouTube video about it. Disney's official site has already posted a YouTube, and I'm gonna link it in the description below so no one thinks that I'm cheating anybody out.
It's kind of a cattle call type audition. You usually have about 100 to 200 people in the room with you.
You smile, they talk to you, you talk a little bit back, you talk about yourself.
And the next cut was
Anybody out or anything like that. No, I wouldn't want to cheat anybody out. I want you to make it just as much as I did. I want to have as much information about Disney World and any audition that I go to, and I'm giving you the opportunity to hear my side of the audition. And I don't really see a lot of guys actually doing videos. I see a lot of girls doing online, but I don't see a lot of guys doing videos online about how they made it into Disney and stuff like that. So I'm giving you guys a great opportunity right here. So I'll show you the first round audition, only for the simple fact, like I said, it's in the link in the description below, the video that Disney has already posted up, so it's not a surprise. You can find the information on the page, on Disney's page. It's fine. It's very, 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 very easy. It's a march. It's a march. And what I realized going to these auditions is that a lot of people can't march. A lot of people do not have rhythm, and that is perfectly fine. I do advise you guys to go to a class before you go to this audition, just so you don't feel like you lost money coming all this way to the audition and you feel like you're not cheated. It's very, very simple. It's very easy. But if you are someone who cannot keep rhythm, this is what you're working with right here. This is a huge point. Don't ever give up. The dance is simple, but if you can't do it, this is what you got right here. If your legs, and this is such a testimony, if your legs can't do the work, if your legs forget it, you better keep this going, because this is such a testimony. I'm gonna have to do a side note, then we'll come back to the situation. I actually was on parade route. I'm gonna act like this is gonna be one story. This happens to me several times. I'm doing parade route, and I, for some reason, forget the steps, or because I don't always do parade, I forget the steps. And so what ends up happening is that my top half of my body keeps going, but my bottom half looks like what is going on down there. But people can't even focus on the bottom half because my top half is still you know, like I'm so like cheese bop, like I'm so in it, and I'm not gonna show you that, you know, like I'm messing up. You know, I don't care if I miss a step, even if I trip, I'm gonna trip and ooh. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still gonna laugh it off. I'm still gonna, you know, gung ho it back up, because at the end of the day, if you mess up, you mess up. If you forget the steps, you forget the steps. Life happens. That happens. So if you're going, watch, I'm gonna show you this dance. So if you actually go through this dance, and then you end up, you can't remember it, and you do whatever. Literally, just be as big as you can. Be a goofball. Smile it off. Have your hands going, like, and I promise you, they will pick you. Now I'm gonna give you my secret weapon. This is a secret weapon that I would use on the first round, because like I said, it's a very easy march. I'm gonna show you what it is. The first round, I want you to think of your favorite Disney character. Think of your favorite Disney character, and then do that first dance like your favorite Disney character would. Guys, I'm telling you right now, genius. I'm telling you right now, if you really want to get it, do it like you're, you know, that's my personal, that's what I would do, because that shows that, you know, wow, this person is really in it and this person is doing it. I know someone, one of my friends I was auditioning with in the first round, I know he was over there kisses and stuff during the first, you know, little march, and he like even like went over to, like, there was like a little moment that we had before, and like he was over there waving to a kid, said like I love you, and I was like, what? That's really creative, and he obviously made it. So I was like, wow, that's something that, you know, just think outside the box, you know. So I'm gonna show you the first round dance. It's so simple. You guys got this. Don't look at this and think it's hard, because it's not hard. You guys got this. So here goes the first round dance. After we're done going across the floor, don't worry you guys, they will teach you this, I think maybe 3 times. You get to practice it 1 time across the floor, I think, and then they're going to judge you. Now, guys, this is very important, especially for girls. I don't know how Disney judges girls. I am not a casting director. I have no idea what they look for. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're mind. But in my mindset, because normally I'm first and I get to watch everyone come through, there are so many girls compared to guys. So in my mind, I'm thinking, there's so many girls, it's so much coming at your face at once, because they're all doing the routine and you're lined up 4 in a row. So the way you do the dance is you'll do it 4 in a row across the floor, and then the next 4 will go, and then the next 4 will go. And it's like, when you have so many rows of girls coming through, it's so hard to be like, that one's good, that one's good, that one's good, that one's, you know what I'm saying? It's so hard. So you only have a millisecond, basically, to impress those judges, because they gotta look at every single person going down, and you know, and they gotta judge. So if you literally gotta if you see the judge looking at you, make eye contact. If you see the judge looking at you, get their attention. Don't let them look at everybody else in line, baby, because you are the star. You got this, you know what I'm saying? And so once they look at you once, even if you trip and fall, you're already going to the second round, because they already look at you, they acknowledge you, that they've seen it, you know what I'm saying? So make sure that you're big as possible. Make sure that you're looking at the casting director dead straight in their face. Make sure that they see you. Don't do anything small. If you mess up, that's okay, because you know, that's okay. Get back up and still do it as big as you can. Smile it off. Don't ever let them see that you don't remember the steps. Even if you gotta make up your own steps because you don't know the steps, that's perfectly fine. They're not gonna dock you because you couldn't do the steps, because not everybody at Disney World is a dancer. Not everyone has to know how to dance at Disney World. That's just to see if you can do basic instructions and follow instructions. That's just seeing if you can move across the floor and still keep your composure. So That was round 1. So after your group goes, let's say everybody in the room goes, they're gonna make a cut. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna play some music, you're gonna sit on the ground, we're gonna stand up, and they're gonna say, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. You guys have all did a great job. If we call your number, we're gonna need you to stay here for a minute. If we didn't call your number, that's all we need to see from you today. Feel free to audition for us again. And you're like, okay. So you sit there and they call out all the numbers that they want, and then all the people sit there and then they go ahead and talk to the casting director, and then they bring the and then they just sit there in that room. Then the next group of people, the remaining people in the audition room that literally has been sitting there like for what, an hour now while you guys were auditioning, they come in and they do the exact same thing and they get cut as well. After everybody's together, certain things can happen. I've seen it both ways. You can go straight into the next portion of the audition, or you can sit there and fill out, if you're doing like a CP or like, I don't know, or like if you're doing a normal audition, you fill out a form. Now this form is very important. And I feel like this form is the reason why I never got hired for those 13 auditions. It literally states like, do you have any piercings? Do you have any tattoos? What are your special skills? And the biggest one is what you're auditioning for, but the biggest one for me is where do you live? And I would currently put Greenville, South Carolina, my current address, and then I would put what time I could start. And in my mind, even though I would make it to the last round every single audition, I think what they were looking for was Orlando, Florida, he can start tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I think that they were looking for the Orlando, Florida address because they don't want to pay people to come down here to relocate, and it's just so, you know, unless you're doing a college program. And I was doing full-time, part-time auditions at this point. By the way, the college program is literally the same audition. It's the same audition. So if you're watching this and you're trying to do the college program, it's the same audition. Welcome aboard. So you're gonna fill out that. They're gonna take your height, or they're gonna take your height in the beginning, but they're gonna take your height. Then after everyone's filled out everything, you are now going to do the second round. Now the second round can go either 2 ways. So can the first round. But the second round is going to do an animation. Now, if they have a lot of people, they're gonna try to get you good. They're gonna try to do that animation first, and then they're not even gonna do a dance. Or you could do a dance and an animation. Everyone's like, animation? What's that? You guys, I've been doing the Disney World auditions for I don't know how long, and animation has been something that has been so hard for me. Now, I'm gonna tell you animation that I first started off with, which was washing a dog, planting a tree. Like you're washing a dog. Now, the story has to have a beginning, middle, and end. So ask yourself questions during it. So if you're washing a dog, how'd you get the dog? How big is the dog? What kind of dog is it? What are you washing with? Is the dog gonna like it when you wash it? Is the dog running away? Like just have a beginning, middle, and end. So these are the questions you gotta ask yourself. So I'm gonna do an animation for you guys because people don't know what animation is. And this is something I struggled so hard with during the animations because I was just a dancer. I wasn't like, I am an actor, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like I never did anything like this. So before you even go to the audition, you should watch this video, obviously. Thanks guys, subscribe, like, and this audition, go to an improv class and do some animation there. Now, I'm not giving away any Disney secrets by saying animation because like again, link in bio, they literally have a video saying everything that I'm telling you. Also, they also have the an animation that they do, which is, I think in their video it's like peeling a banana and they're like monkeys or whatever like that. I don't know.
But is to bring our characters to life. It's can you tell story through movement?
Everything needs to be oversized, like you're playing charades with a 5-year-old.
Whether you're tall or short or skinny or large.
But so I'm gonna do an animation for you, one that I did recently. You guys can get the grasp on how it is to do animation, what animation is, and a beginning and a middle and an end. And they only give you like 1 minute to do it. And so you'll practice that. And guys, be as big as you can. Don't do this. Don't look around to see what your friends are doing, because at this point, this is you auditioning and they're gonna be looking at you. Because like I said in the beginning, it's you, just like I told you. You're big, baby, you're big. You got this job. You've already got the job. You're just like, I'm just doing the brush-up rehearsal. Yes, you already got the job, honey. This is you. Be able to do things 3 times, because once you've done something 3 times, it's boring. If you're, digging a hole to build a tree, that's already 3 times you dug a hole. Like I don't need to keep on, whatever your story, you're digging a hole, we get it. and then I'm gonna look onto another story. Be very, creative about, what you are doing, but don't do things 3 times. Be as big as you can. Small, the less movements you do, but bigger movements you do can tell a clearer story than doing small movements and we don't understand. You're too frantic. We don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to show you an animation, and it's going to be cutting down a Christmas tree. I'm gonna cut down a Christmas tree for you guys. I'm gonna give you a full story, and then we're gonna get into the dance, the second. We're gonna go into the second dance. Now, the second dance is a dance that will get most people. The second dance is going to be more hard, I don't know why I was gonna say it. It's gonna be harder than the first dance. There are gonna be things that you need to know for this dance to succeed. A batma, a pirouette, maybe a kickball change. You're gonna need to know a pas de bourrée, and you're gonna need to know a chaîné turn. And I'll go over all those with you, over all those things that you're going to need to know, because these are things that they will guarantee have in the second round dance. And again, we got you. You're not a dancer. That's perfectly fine. They're not only looking for dancers. In fact, they're rarely looking for dancers. So nail the animation and you guys got this. So let's do a recap. You get in line, you go ahead and get your number, you fill out the form, now you're talking with your friends, and then they give you a huge speech on, welcome to Disney, like this is what we do here. Then you go to the first round, then they call your number, you go to the first round, they're gonna teach you a very, very, very easy dance. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna be so easy, so much fun, you're gonna love it. Then there's gonna be a cut, and we already know you guys got it because you guys watch my videos, and you guys, so then that's gonna be the second round. They're gonna learn your animation, and then there's gonna be there might be another cut. If there's a lot of people, there might be another cut, or you can do your animation straight into your next dance. So this second step is going to take a lot of focus. You gotta remember your storyline, and you also gotta remember your dance. The dance is gonna be it's gonna be way longer than the first dance, and it's gonna be more stylistic, and it might be faster. And I know a lot of you guys can't pick up choreography well, but that's okay because they're gonna take a long time making sure everyone can see, make sure everyone can, get the steps down at least. And if they feel like everyone's got the steps, then they're going to go ahead and proceed with the audition. However, I will say this. This is for any audition. If you're short, don't ever let it be an excuse. Oh, well, I couldn't see, I was in the back. Get up in the front. This is your audition. You've already got the job, but you're, like I said, doing a brush up rehearsal. Make sure that that you can see. Like if you have to push past people and you have to get right by that choreographer to see, then that's what you have to do because you're going to make it. You're not gonna let tall people, block your view. No ma'am. Or this is for any audition. Like, this is for a Broadway audition, this is for any audition. You make sure that you can see at the audition, so make sure that you got the steps. Don't look at your neighbors for the steps. This is something that I also like to do. Well, once I feel like I got the dance, I like to face the opposite direction in the room and then do it. That way I'm not looking in the mirror and I'm not relying on the choreographer. I'm not relying on the friends beside me to do the steps, because I know that I can do it by myself. And that's what a lot of people tend to do. They tend to look at their friends for the steps, and when they mess up, you mess. It's a ripple effect. So make sure that you got it. So now you're doing animation. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna have you do your animation straight into your dance. So, or you can do it the other way. You can come in there and you can do your dance straight into your animation, straight into your dance again. So once everyone has learned the dance and they got their animation together, you're gonna go outside the room and then they're gonna call you back in groups of 4 or 5 or however many they want. So they're gonna call you back in groups of 4 or 5. You're gonna get into the room, you're gonna line up in your in order, and then you're going to be in staggered lines, and they're gonna press play, and then you're gonna do the dance. And the choreographer is not doing the dance with you, so you really gotta have it. You really gotta look those judges in the face. You gotta be as big as possible. Like I said, if you guys mess up down there, keep this going up here. Keep the smile on your face. Even if you're doing the wrong step, keep the smile on your face. Make it as big as possible. And then you're gonna go straight into your animation. You're gonna hit a pose, and the music's gonna be playing during animation. So you're gonna hit a pose, and then you're gonna go straight into your animation. You have the beginning, middle, and end, and after your animation, you're gonna go straight into your dance again. After you're done with your dance again, you will stand there, and they will look at you for about a minute or 50 seconds, look at you, go over some notes with the other casting directors that are there, and then say, thank you guys so much, in 6 months. Or what they could say is, okay, thank you guys so much, number 13, can you stay for a minute? Thank you guys. And after they leave, they'll go ahead and tell you, we need you to hang back for a minute. After the whole other auditionees go through this other process, there might only be like 5, 4, maybe even 8 of you guys left. Now this is where you're gonna split up into categories. One category can go towards acting roles. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep character integrity, doing more of acting roles. And then the other half is gonna go towards parade dancer and another role. So what you want, 2 things can happen here. You can either learn another dance, or you can be doing the same exact dance, but this time they're going to put you on film. So Disney loves the film stuff, so they're gonna put you on film. So what would happen for me is that I would actually I would always get to the round where they're gonna put me on film, and then they would teach me another like equity type dance that's even a harder dance than the second dance, and then they would put that on film, and then we would move on with that step. So that's basically audition. So let's run through it one more time. You would show up, get in line, sign in, then you would get called by your number to go audition. You would do the first dance down the floor, the first parade, then you would get cut, or you would not get cut, and then you would do your animation, then you would learn a harder dance, and then you would go outside the room, then you would actually do it for the judge in groups of 4 or 5. You would stand there, and then you would see if they want to keep you. Now guys, if you get cut right there, that's perfectly fine. That doesn't mean you didn't get the job. It does not mean you didn't get the job. It just means they didn't need to see any more of you that second. You still could be getting a call tomorrow, you know? It does take up to 6 months. And so having the right mindset, having the right drive, the motivation, is just something that, you know, you're going to need to do this, because there are going to be auditions like I did. I did 13 auditions, and every single audition I was the last person standing, and they never casted me. They never picked me. They never hired me. And I would have great talks with the casting directors after, and I would think, wow, I don't know why they're not picking me. And you start to think, well, what did I do? Am I this? Am I that? And do I not dance good enough? Do I not animate? And it's so hard, because you feel like you did an amazing job, and then you're cut short, and it's hard. So learn how to take rejection, because if this is your first audition and you get rejected, it's not the end. Learn how to take rejection, because this is any audition. Show up and show that you care, and not even have talent, but be willing to learn, be willing to show the judges, be willing to show the directors that you can do this, that you won't give up, that you are a hard worker, that you can learn quickly, that even if this is your first thing that you've ever done your whole life, that you can pick up the moves, you can pick up the steps, they can train you. You don't have to have thousands of years of experience. You don't have to have acting, dancing, singing, whatever. We don't even sing, but you don't have to have any of that. All you have to do is show up and be willing to learn, willing and excited, willing to to express yourself, willing to make a fool of yourself, because honestly, we're a bunch of grown-up kids making a fool of ourselves, but we love what we do and it's awesome. And when we actually get out there and do it, it changes lives and we make, you know, people smile every single day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to show you the first round dance, a second round type dance that they do, and I'm going to show you an animation just so you get the gist of what's going on, because there are videos of people doing dances out there, but I don't think people know what animation is. So I'm going to give you a little video of animation, and then I hope you guys watch this video. I hope this has helped you. I'm giving you more of a ghetto vibe of this audition. I know I've seen a lot of auditions and they're like, hi, oh, I'm Princess Caddy, and do this at the audition, and do this at the audition, and don't wear that. And it's just like, I'm not like that. I'm just so cut, clear, and right, and precise, and I will get you right, and I care about you guys so much. I really do, and I love helping people. When I first worked at, wanted to work at Disney, I wanted to help as many people, as I can. I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to vlog, and I wanted to be a part of the Disney, vlog community. But the thing about it is that if this video reaches one person and they go to audition, and they're like, hey, well, I saw your video, and that's just my life, and that's actually have happened. I've actually made a video similar to this, and people would write me when I was on my college program. They would write me and they would say, hey, well, I watched your videos and that's the reason why I auditioned. And I'm like, wow, well, thank you so much. And I want to let you guys know something now. If you're watching this and you're doing the college program, and because it's the exact same process for the college program, but if you're doing the college program and you don't get it and you get another role and you get a Disney and you don't like your role, that's perfectly fine. There will be an audition for you at the very end of your college program. So you can re-audition to be in entertainment. So if this happens to you, definitely find someone in entertainment, because I know you got somebody in your apartment complex that does entertainment. Find someone who does entertainment and ask them like what they did, or you can just watch my video and ask them what they did. But don't give up because you did not make it the first time and now you're doing a job at Disney. Take in the job that you already do at Disney and apply that to your audition. For where I don't talk to everyone every single day, you get the opportunity to express yourself at Disney World and talk to every guest and touch their hearts personally. And don't think because you're not in entertainment, you are not doing something wonderful at Disney. Every job at Disney is magical. Every job at Disney, you can do something and change somebody's life, and even just with a smile. So if you didn't make entertainment, don't think, oh well, now I can't, now I can't do this and that, because you can do anything you want to do at the Walt Disney World. Everyone makes magic. Entertainment is a very small department compared to every other department at the Walt Disney World. So I'm just saying now, if you want to audition for, what I'm saying is don't give up. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but don't give up. You got this. Watch my video or find someone that does entertainment. Ask them, questions. Just ask them questions. Don't think that you can't do this because, like I said, all those other reasons. You can do this, and I believe in you, and I want to see you guys working with me. So thank you guys so much. If you guys like this, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, you guys, because I have videos coming out. I have story times coming out. You guys are gonna love my story times. And thank you guys so much for watching this again. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys at Disney. Signing out.
No, what, gang? When can we do this again, huh? We had a really great
Level up, level up, level up.